in an ever-changing and an ever-evolving universe. As our understanding of its inner workings become more detailed, so too must our contemplation of its various forms. The journey of philosophical intrigue and spiritual truth and growth is meant to guide the questions our science and technology seek to answer. They walk side by side, lending not just a clarification, but revelation, uncovering value and meaning to our lives as we learn about who we are, the road in which we travel, and divine providence, relationship with God, with Christ, and with each other. As a Christian, we accept that God is at the beginning of creation and is the perpetuator of existence itself. We read and see demonstrated in the Bible God's apparent omnipotence, his omniscience, and his omnipresence. This gives us an idea of the characteristics of a God that has created and is still in the process of creating the world around us. Seeking to understand that world and our place in it is at the heart of almost every human endeavor. We accept these truths as Christians because in a subjective and personal way, we experience ourselves, or through our interaction with others, we see that there is an inspiration of divinity. You know, that God inspires us to do many things throughout human history. We also see that God is more than just an interpersonal being, but we see him as an objective force that has set all things into motion, whether we can understand it readily or not. God is more than just a mysterious force behind that which we do not know, that which we cannot explain or have no answer for. God is the beginning and the end. He's the being that shapes and defines our reality through our experience and the world around us. Now, as Christians, we seek after relationship and knowledge of God through Christ. And as we do this, we are often given a deeper understanding of ourselves and of each other. Our lives and experiences seem to come into focus. We recognize that through divine providence, through the will of God, we have overcome the odds. We still draw breath. And as chaotic and depressive as the world can seem at times, we are still here, moving forward, growing in some way. Often we repeat the same cycles, but we're still moving in a direction that appears to be something greater, something more than just ourselves. When we experience the truth in the circumstances of our lives come into focus. And however brief, we get a glimpse or we see a reflection of our Creator in ourselves through our choices, through our interactions, and the emotional experiences that bind us and have shaped our current reality. That is a truth that is at the heart of the Christian philosopher. Understanding and combining the realities of truth, of experience, and of knowledge to gain a better, more deeper understanding of who we are. So our quest will begin with defining and understanding the role of the Christian philosopher and how that role affects the reality that he lives in. What is different about the Christian philosopher? Well, the Christian philosopher views reality with an eye and a mind open to the possibilities that it may encounter. So let us begin with defining our understanding of the nature of our faith and what we believe, then seek to connect that with the reality and truths about the world in which we live.